All right, so we are entering season 7, episode 10 of Black Ink Crew New York. I don't know if this is the last episode of the season. I hope it is because I'm tired of the theatrics at this point. But let's see what season 7. Let's see what episode 10 has to offer. All right, so this is the aftermath of the big blowout party where Kitty stole off on Signature. And the shop is a wreck as usual. Now that Dez is the shop intern, he has to clean up dog poop or human poop. Some type of poop that ended up in the shop. He has to wipe toilets, and basically he's just the do boy of the shop. In C's effort to keep him out of trouble. And also C's is still complaining about the fact that Sky went to Miami to handle a business venture, basically saying, oh, I did her a favor with allowing her son to live with me. And, basically what she did was abandon him, which, poor choice of words, considering they just got back in good with each other. But saying that Sky abandoned her son to go do whatever she was doing in Miami. So, foreshadowing, there's going to be a problem between Sky and Caesar about this whole shop that she's opening in Miami. And, they'll figure it out within 2 episodes. All right, so now we have moved on, and Melody is working some type of weird late night hours at the shop because she doesn't want to really be around anybody, and she wants, I guess, time to be by herself, and she also wants to be able to put Kai, I think it's her son's name, to sleep before she comes to work. I guess all in response to Lalo's outburst from the last episode. Her life is in shambles because Lalo's not speaking to her at the moment, so she's going to be distraught even more. All right, so now Sky has showed up back at the shop, and she's, this ray of positivity, giving out hugs, giving out compliments. And Caesar goes, where were you at? You didn't tell your boss that you went on an extended vacation. I had no idea where you were. You're lying, because her son told you where she was at and what she was doing, so you're lying. Moving on. And she was like, the secret's out. I've been thinking about opening a women's boutique for fashion. And she goes on to say that she's been touched by the fashion gods. I'm going to stop you right there. You have 1 or 2 good outfits on. I'll give you that. 1 or 2. The furs, all that be real nice. However, Sky don't wear nothing. No, literally. She don't never have no clothes on. Either her titties is out or coochie is out at all times. The little censor square that they have on the people on TV is on her at least once per episode. If that's fashion, I don't want it. But she seems to think she's some type of fashion guru, so she's gonna decide to open a boutique in Miami. Which, okay, you're in Miami, so it's gonna be bathing suits, cut up pants, crop tops. I get it. So whatever. She wants to evolve into something greater than what she was before. My problem is, why is Caesar trying to crush this girl's dreams, thinking that Black Ink's is the pinnacle of her existence? It's not. It's not, sir. Relax. All right, so Sky goes on to tell him, I never said I was leaving Black Ink. So Caesar assumes Sky is leaving Black Ink. So his argument is that, I know when I opened my first business, I wanted to put my all into it. So how are you going to put your all into having your own business and still work at Black Ink? Like she said, I've been here before and I'm going to continue to be here, but I also want to expand myself into something that is just mine, that belongs to me. And his rebuttal is, well, you've been working here for so long. This isn't the right time. I just got your son settled here in New York, and it's not the right time. We're supposed to be taking over the ink, the tattoo game, and it's just not the right time. And Caesar, milk the head as Caesar, that girl is not living her life for you. She's growing, and with growth comes change. You hire people every week. All she is a manager at best. Anybody can manage your shops, and half of them aren't real shops. Let's just be real. They're for TV's sake. They're just placeholders where people come to film scenes. Half of those shops aren't operating. So pipe down, baby boy, and relax. Okay? Let's gotta do something positive. Hopefully, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. Just let the girl go into her own ventures. Let her experience something else outside of ratchetry and antics. That's all. That's all she's asking you for. So, Sky flips out, walks out, cusses him out. Moving on. All right, so we got another pretty good scene out of this season. Toki is talking to her mom, who is from Thailand, and her dad is from Detroit. So I guess she's mixed, if that means anything to anybody. And, she told her mom, work's going good and everything's great. And mom asked her, hey, how are you in your alone time? And she kind of has a breakdown, and she was like, I told you about that call that I got from whoever the guy was that violated her. And, she has a little breakdown, and her mom, gives her some pretty good advice. She tells her, you can't really affect how a person acts or what they does to you. You can only affect how you respond, and we have to stop letting him be the bull in the china shop, and just, I guess, change the way she reacts to the situation, or change the way she's affected by the situation at this point. So it's pretty decent advice, and it was just interesting to have the scene with her mom. So C's walks into the shop, and Donna and Alex are just chilling on the couch, waiting on him to get there. All right, so Donna is trying to plead her case to C's, and he's still not having it. And then Alex kind of pipes up, and just kind of brings in a level mind, a clear head, and just kind of talks to C's. And he doesn't want to speak for Donna, but he vouches for the fact that Donna has a good heart. I don't know how he sees that past the storm wigs and the butt shots, but whatever. Whatever. So Donna gives this compelling speech about she shouldn't have gave him an ultimatum. He could pick his own employees. Her feelings were just hurt. Blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. He forgives her. All is well. Donna is now back hanging out on the couch with everybody else, aka back working at the shop. And her, Tati, and Dez are in there just shooting the shit. And she asks him if he has a girlfriend. He says no, whatever. Somehow they end up on the conversation of sex, and she asks him, hey, how did you lose your virginity? And he refused to tell her. Great, because it's none of their business. And he was like, you know what, since you're asking me, how did you lose your virginity? She says, in the bathroom. Now, mind you, Donna already had a sex tape of her getting smashed in the bathroom. And she lost her virginity in the bathroom. And Tati was like, in the bathroom? She was like, yeah. She was like, where we at? She was like, on the toilet. Donna, you're fucking disgusting. You're just trash. You know what? All right, so Toki comes into the shop after this conversation and walks right past everybody and goes to work because she sees Donna's there. And based on history, every time Donna's around, there has to be a conversation as to why Toki is there. So Donna makes this feeble attempt at making an apology, and I should have been more sympathetic, and let's put this behind us, and blah, 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 blah. Donna, you apologized many times on these seasons, and you continue to have the same behavior. So Toki... Sorry, that's a Slim Jim. My snack. So Toki accept the apology and all is well, but I would keep my good eye on that bitch if it was. Don't call that lady no bitch. I would keep my good eye on that hoe if it was up to me. So Sky goes over to Caesar's house with his favorite Jamaican food as a peace offering, and he assumed, because of said peace offering, that Sky was going to abandon her hopes and dreams in the event that she pleases C's and comes back to his beck and call, working at his shops. And then he goes, yeah, I'm glad you gave me your senses and knew that was a dumb idea. And in Sky's mind, she was bringing the peace offering to let him know, I can do both. I can effectively have my own business and manage your business. So she didn't even say anything. She just let him, go on this whole narcissistic, egotistical spiel about, glad you came to your senses. This is your first business. You need to learn a lot more. We got a lot more black inks to open. And, I'm glad you realized that was a dumb decision. So, yeah, so basically she's just it's all sarcasm at this point, and she's about to go hard. I really hope she goes really hard and opens this shop just to shut his fucking mouth, because he is beginning to irritate the fuck out of me. Yeah. Moving on, it looks like they are having a girls' night in to welcome to initiate Toki into the Black Ink family. I guess this is Donna's peace offering to Toki for being such a dickhead to her. So I guess that's nice enough, whatever. And you know, they're all in there hanging out, and Donna's like, "Oh my God, Toki, I didn't know you had all those moves." So she's gonna be trying to get with Toki. I can see it, because Donna will knock off anything with a pulse, essentially. So that could definitely be in the cards for next season. But yeah, so we'll see what happens after the strippers show up and Jada shows up, and she gets into it with Tati, because that's definitely on the menu. All right, so the girls are in the midst of the party, and Jada and Bay start talking, and Bay slips up, or in it unknowingly lets Jada know that Tati and Teddy are now messing around, and Jada comes to the conclusion that Tati got in Teddy's ear and convinced him to fire her. Not the fact that you don't do your actual job. That wasn't grounds enough to fire you. Tati told Teddy to get rid of you. Right, Jada. So, you know, they're getting into it and they're arguing and whatever. And, what's that girl's name? Tati. Tati, was just over it at this point. With Tati, you done got beat up 13.5 million times. Now you tired? But whatever. Now she's tired of Jada and tired of everybody coming at her, and she jumps on the pool table and tries to Superman that hoe on top of Jada's head and misses. And everybody's broken up. They break up the fight. Everybody goes home. So Jada's gonna come back, you know, based on the commercials. She's gonna come back and throw paint on Teddy's car, which I highly doubt that's his car. Or that is actually real paint, you know, whatever. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so Lalo showed up to have a conversation with Melody. He already walked in with bad energy. He was not even interested. She holds his hand and, you know, pleads her heart out. What can we do to fix this? I will start working at Black Ink. If that's the problem, I'll do whatever it takes. And he essentially says, that won't work at this point. You know, the energy, the love, the passion, all of it is not there in whatever his accent is. Yeah, there's not much that can be done at this point. Which you could have seen coming when they did when she was trying to get him to marry her a couple seasons ago, and instead of actually marrying her, they did this little bloodletting thing where they cut their hands and put their hands together and jumped in the ocean. That was his definition of binding hearts forever, whatever bullshit that was about. So yeah, this might be it for good old Melody and Lalo. I don't know though. It was like a 2-second scene though, so I'm not convinced. That wasn't staged. But let's just proceed as if it wasn't. So we're moving on to the next scene, and Ted, Walt, and Cease are in a art museum for a private showing, and he's decided in order to live like the 1%ers, he's going to invest 1% of his money into art. Okay? And he shows Teddy a painting, and he says this painting is abstract. Teddy says, hey, explain to me, what's abstract? Well, abstract is when the artist was on an acid trip and he was in another dimension and he drew what he saw in that dimension. That's what abstract art is. No, Caesar. That's not what it is at all. But okay, we'll go with that. And then Kit shows up. I guess he invited Kitty or Kit or whatever they call her to the art showing as well, in his feeble attempt to apologize for talking to her like trash last episode as well. All is forgiven. Whatever. So now they're in there just chit-chatting it up. And they hear this loud noise outside. Teddy, bring your ass outside. And it's crazy ass Jada. All right, so while they're, like I said, while they're looking at art, Jada shows up and confronts Teddy for sleeping with Jada, hence firing her as if that was the reason why she got fired. They exchange words, and she pours paint on the car. Let me just say, note, I meant to say this earlier. Jada, she's a cute enough girl, but in her confessional, this girl looked like a top 10 contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race. The makeup makes you look like a straight man. Cut it, let it go, find a new makeup artist, effective immediately. So, whatever. That is the end of episode 10 of season 7 of Black Ink Crew New York. I may have said Chicago earlier, but I mean to say New York. Next time, I'm going to be delving into Sky, exploring her exploring her boutique in Miami, and we'll see what trials come along with that. So I will see you in the next one.